Good morning and welcome. I'm Mark Hudzik, Chairman-elect of the Roanoke Regional Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this year's State of the County Address presented by Roanoke County's Board of Supervisors, Chairman Phil North. Today's program is important to us in supporting the Chamber's mission to promote, stimulate, and improve business. We feel like it's our role, everybody's role in this room, to work better, to work collaboratively with local government, with businesses, with nonprofits, with the arts for stronger communities. We all win at the end of the day when we work to make these things happen. Our households have more income, housing sales go up, post-education goes up. That's our role as the Chamber of Commerce, and that's our role today as business leaders in this community. Roanoke County has worked alongside its community partners to advance important initiatives over the past year. And there's a lot of exciting things on the horizon for this county, many of which we'll hear about today. And I have to tell you, we were just talking, 300 people signed up for this event and how quick our events grow. And that means everybody is really invested in this community, and I want to make sure we keep that going. That's our role as business leaders. We're grateful for our partnerships with government and community leaders and the many successes we have shared through our regional efforts. Before I introduce our first speaker, let me take a moment to thank the Holiday Inn Tanglewood for hosting this event and also recognize today's sponsors: Appalachian Power, Carilion Clinic, Cox Communications, First Citizens Bank, Poe and Crunk Real Estate Group, RGC Resources, Spillman Thomas and Battle. We have a lot of distinguished guests with us this morning throughout the Valley. Please hold your applause as I recognize these individuals. First off, Roanoke County Board of Supervisors Vice Chair Martha Hooker, Supervisors Jason Peters, George Assad, David Radford, Supervisor-elect Paul Mahoney, County Administrator Daniel O'Donnell, State Senator David Zuderlein, Roanoke County Sheriff Eric Orange, Roanoke County Commonwealth-elect Brian Houlihan, Roanoke County Commissioner of the Revenue Nancy Horn, Roanoke County Treasurer Kevin Hutchins, Roanoke City Mayor Sherman Lee, Councilman Michelle Davis, and City Manager Bob Cow. Town of Vinton, Mayor Brad Gross, Vice Mayor Keith Lyles, and Council members Mike Stovall and Janet Schell. We also have representatives from the offices of elected officials joining us today. Kelly Johnson, representing Senator Mark Warner, Christine Broughton, representing Congressman Ben Klein, and Robert Andrews, representing Delegate Joe McNamara. Thank you for all being here and your service to our region. Can I have a big round of applause for those folks? Each year, this speech gets longer and longer because of our guests coming in, so it takes a little bit. Our first speaker is Chairman of the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors, Phil North. Mr. North has been a resident of Roanoke County for 33 years, graduate of the University of Lynchburg with a BA in Business Administration Management. Mr. North is retired from Norfolk Southern Corporation as a National Account Manager in the Marketing Division. Mr. North was elected to the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors in 2017 and is serving his first term on the board. He has served as chairman for 2019, currently serving on the Roanoke County Audit Committee, Roanoke Regional Partnership, Roanoke Valley Allegheny Regional Commission, Vice Chair, Roanoke Valley Allegheny Regional Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy Committee, Roanoke Valley Transportation Planning, Organizing, and as the legislative contact for the Virginia Association of Counties, as well as serving on the Transportation and Economic Development Committees for VACO. Mr. North is a member of the Bonsack Baptist Church and has been involved as the past president of both the Vinton Recreation Club and the William Byrd Baseball Booster Club. Recreation coach in soccer and baseball, and participated in the Roanoke County Economic Development Focus Group in 2016. He and his wife, Bonnie, have two sons, Alex and Adam, and Alex is married to Caitlin. And if you have anything you need him for, I'm sure he has a lot of extra spare time. At this time, it is truly my pleasure to welcome Phil North to the stage. Thank you, Phil.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. And thank you, Mark, for your kind introduction. Let me also thank Joyce Waugh and our friends at the Chamber of Commerce for their support for this annual event. Their dedication and commitment to progress in the Roanoke Valley is outstanding, and I thank them for all that they do. Let me once again take a moment to acknowledge my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors, Vice Chair Martha Hooker, George Assett, Jason Peters, and David Radford. And I also want to extend a welcome to Paul Mahoney, our newly elected supervisor to the Cave Spring Magisterial District. Thanks to each one of you for your leadership, your engagement, and your commitment to the citizens of Roanoke County. I'm also pleased to recognize Roanoke County's elected constitutional officers, Commissioner of the Revenue Nancy Horn, Treasurer Kevin Hutchins, Circuit Court Clerk Steve McCraw, and Sheriff Eric Orange. Thank you for your many years of dedicated service to our citizens, and congratulations to our newly elected Commonwealth's Attorney, Brian Holohan. Let me also take a moment to acknowledge Roanoke County Administrator Dan O'Donnell, Assistant County Administrator Richard K. Wood, Assistant County Administrator Rebecca Owens, and from the Roanoke County Attorney's Office, Ruth Ellen Cannell, Peter Lubeck, Mary Beth Nash, and Rachel Lauer. And there are many other staff members in attendance here today, all of whom work every day to improve the quality of life in our community. Thank you for being exceptional public servants. As you know, Roanoke County has an outstanding school system that is among the finest in the region and the Commonwealth of Virginia. The success of Roanoke County Public Schools is a cornerstone that helps make Roanoke County a vibrant and stable community. I am proud of the partnership we have with the school board and staff. At this time, I would like to invite Roanoke County School Board Chairman Don Butzer to join me on stage. Mr. Butzer was appointed to the Roanoke County School Board in 2016 and was selected to serve as a chairman for 2019. He was employed for 39 years as an executive with Verizon Communications. Mr. Butzer and his family have been residents of Catawba for 14 years. Please welcome Chairman Butzer, who will give us an update on the achievements being made in Roanoke County Public Schools.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here to talk about the state of Roanoke County Public Schools and to be the warm-up act for Chairman North. In short, our schools and our students continue to excel in all areas. Once again, our students exceeded state and national averages in college entrance tests, including SATs, ACTs, as well as advanced placement exams. We are proud of the consistently high on-time graduation rates that our students have achieved since this measurement was introduced. Our students are earning millions of dollars each year in scholarships, earning thousands of certifications as well. I'm proud to say that when our students graduate from the Roanoke County Public School systems, that they've received an outstanding education. Our citizens are getting an incredible return on the investment. Of the 132 school districts in the state, only 5 school districts have higher student performance with lower per pupil spending costs. That's quite an achievement. But we're also preparing those students for life after high school in many other ways. Before I get to that, though, allow me to introduce my fellow school board members. Vice Chairman Tim Greenway of the Vinton District, David Linden of the Hollins District, Jason Moretz of the Windsor Hill District, and Mike Ray from the Cave Spring District. I'd also like to introduce our outstanding superintendent, Dr. Kenneth Nicely, as well. For those of you who were here last year, we asked you a question. We asked, how has education changed over the past 20 years? This year, if you'd indulge us, we'd like to ask another question. How has your business changed over the past 20 years? And more importantly, what kind of skills do you need for future employees? If you don't mind, I'd like to have you just talk around your tables for a couple of minutes, and we'd like some feedback, and we'll just give you a couple of minutes to do that. So in essence, how has your business changed? And the feedback that we're looking for is what kind of skills do you think you need as a result of that change in your businesses? Please proceed. Here are some of the key, thank you very much. Here are some of the key skills that we think our students need to develop. Communication, collaboration, critical thinking, creativity, and citizenship. We call these skills opportunity-ready skills because you've told us before that these are the skills that our students need to develop to become opportunity-ready, ready to take advantage of the many opportunities that will be coming their way. You've heard us discuss Opportunity Ready for several years during these events. We believe so strongly in helping our students become Opportunity Ready that we've included this phrase in our newly designed seal. Through the development of these skills, our students ultimately experience deeper learning that is engaging and purposeful. It's through deeper learning experiences that our students begin to apply instruction. Deeper learning also involves the purposeful use of a variety of instructional strategies such as problem-based learning and design challenges that focus on problem solving. Our superintendent's 2020 vision is to see deeper learning be a consistent experience of every student in every school and every classroom. This year, we are focusing on exploring innovation in our instruction, Roanoke County Public Schools, but how do you teach innovation? Remember those opportunity-ready skills that I mentioned earlier? That's where innovation is born. Innovation requires communications, critical thinking, and collaboration, and we must always remember that innovation should be grounded through good citizenship, including coming to school on time and being respectful to one another. Roanoke County Public Schools is part of the new Virginia's for Learners Innovation Network, where we are working with the Virginia Department of Education, James Madison University, and the Virginia Consortium for Learning to develop a statewide innovation network that promotes implementation of deeper learning, expand into school equity, and increase learning engagement. All these strategies align with the statewide profile of a Virginia graduate. Innovation takes many forms. We're innovating education beyond the core curriculum because we know that learning doesn't happen in a vacuum. Culture and climate play a huge role in student experiences, and we are implementing a nationwide program called Positive Behavioral Innovations and Supports, or PBIS. This is a major initiative that Roanoke County Public Schools is undertaking. And its goal of PBIS is to create a culture of kindness in our schools and our community. PBIS is an evidence-based prevention and intervention practice that supports academic, social, emotional, and behavioral environmental skills. There are three main priorities of the PBIS program in Roanoke County Public Schools: be safe, be respectful, be responsible, and we also stress be kind. Kindness is so important these days. The more we create a culture of positivity, the more we can help students more easily and more readily overcome negative behaviors and influences such as bullying. While our school system is outstanding, like many other school systems across the nation, we also face some challenges. I'll talk a little bit about our facilities. 9 of our 27 schools are in need of significant renovation right now. We have an obligation to provide our students with schools that afford the best instructional experience. About half of our schools were constructed or last renovated more than 20 years ago. 6 schools have not seen any significant improvement since the late 60s or early 70s. State funding has not kept up with inflation, especially when you look at construction costs. Construction costs in some cases have gone up 19-20% in the past couple of years in a good economy. We are operating essentially at the same level of funding from a decade ago when accounting for inflation. That places the burden for funding on the localities to cover that gap. At the current funding levels, it will take decades to update the 9 schools that are most in need of renovations. By that time, many of our schools will start to need significant upgrades. And when you look on your slides, by the time we get to, I believe, 2048 Penn Forest, I'll be serving my 8th term on the school board and celebrating my 100th birthday. We're working with the Board of Supervisors to explore options to accelerate the renovations. We're thankful for the strong partnership we have with the Board of Supervisors. We've been working with them several months to solve or help find a way to solve the renovation issue. Speaking of updating our facilities, we're making very good use of our existing funding. There's a lot of emphasis being placed on using whatever surplus money we have to make sure that our schools are bright, clean, and safe, and that the HVAC works in all of our schools, so we're doing that as well. And we're well on our way with the completion of the renovation of Cave Spring High School. You can see here just how far we've come in this project. When students return for the start of the 2020-2021 school year, they will be walking into what is essentially a brand-new school building. I'd like to thank Board Member Mike Ray for his dedication on this project, and also I'd like to commend the students and staff at the Cave Spring High School for their perseverance as we've completed this renovation. I can tell you that Mr. Ray has visited that site once a week since the day we broke ground. He's always there, much to the chagrin of the construction superintendent. We're in the process of planning our next major project, the renovation of William Byrd High School. We made some improvements back in 2011, but now it's time to bring the late 60s era high school up to modern standards. We will begin construction on this project in late 2021. In closing, we are committed to providing the leadership and resources to maintain a strong, competitive, effective school system here in Roanoke County. We believe this is a key in economic development as communities want to locate where there's a strong educational system, and we believe we have that here in Roanoke County. And in closing, I'd also like to wish you and all of your families a safe and joyous holiday season. And with that, I'll turn it over to Chairman North. Thank you.
Thank you, Don, for sharing the school's accomplishments from the past year, and my thanks to you, your fellow board members, and staff for your leadership in making Roanoke County students opportunity ready. And now I'm sure you'd like to hear about the state of Roanoke County. I am proud of what we have accomplished together over the last year and the path we continue to travel. We have experienced continued growth and expansion. We have been recognized for achievements on the local and national level, and we have enhanced our technology capabilities. Roanoke County is truly a vibrant community with much to offer and even more to explore. Many in this room are partners with us or have played important roles in where we are today and where we are headed tomorrow. A regional approach to meeting the needs of our community has proven to be successful on many fronts. We are working with the Roanoke Valley Allegheny Regional Commission on studies to determine our future housing needs, exploring the potential for long-haul truck diversion by rail to alleviate congestion on Interstate 81, and considering approaches to creating a regional technical school to support workforce development. Our neighbors in the cities of Salem and Roanoke have joined us through the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facilities Authority to develop the Woodhaven project. Construction is now underway with entry roads and utilities, with marketing of this site to begin early next year. 2020 will also see the Valley hosting Carilion Clinic's Ironman Triathlon in June. This event will bring immediate economic benefits to our area while raising the profile of our community across the nation for years to come. This announcement came after efforts by West Virginia's Blue Ridge to elevate our region as a premier metro mountain destination. VBR's Be a Trail Setter campaign highlights the recreational access that drives tourism and visitors to our many greenways, blueways, trails, Explore Park, and to our restaurants and hotels. But it takes more than mountains and trails to grow our community. That's why we're working to support high technology startups through relationships with the Valley's Innovation Council, Virginia Tech, Carilion Clinic, and Fralin Biomedical Research Institute. Our goal is to foster new business to start here for the opportunities afforded by the access to healthcare, field, and cutting-edge initiatives. And it is our intention to create a community that makes new businesses want to remain here well into the future. These connections encourage more growth in our innovation economy. And with these new developments comes the need for easier access to Roanoke County and the greater region. I am happy to report that the Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport has announced a new master plan to guide the development of new facilities and expansion. The airport now has access to 500+ cities with more connections than ever before, both into the valley and into the rest of the world. And while we must never lose focus on providing access to the region, it is critical that we focus on improving connections within the valley as well. I am pleased with the achievements we have made over the past year, many of which we will acknowledge today. Our part of our successful series of Reimagine planning studies addresses how we can build stronger connections across the county. The Board of Supervisors adopted the 419 Town Center Plan this summer that will serve as a blueprint for the area's growth, development, and redevelopment over the next 20 years. The 419 corridor has long been a major roadway in Roanoke County with Tanglewood Mall as the focal point. This is our center of commerce and a key economic driver for the community. The Hollins Center study focuses on plans for a connected mixed-use center in the heart of the Hollins community. Last year, we celebrated the completion of Phase 1 of the Plantation Road Bicycle, Pedestrian, and Streetscape Improvement Project. The shared use path for pedestrians and bicyclists includes street trees, a new gateway sign, and drainage improvements. The next phase is underway, and improvements that will stretch from Waldron Drive to Gander Way, with construction anticipated in 2021. We must continue to encourage development and redevelopment in the Hollins area, including plans for a new library and a community center. Roanoke County and the City of Roanoke have partnered to develop plans for the Oak Grove Center with the goal of enhancing the area for residents, visitors, and employees. The study seeks to expand housing options, increase mobility and connectivity, and upgrade existing facilities, services, and utilities. Roanoke County recently earned a Virginia Association of Counties Achievement Award for its Public Schools Planning Workshop portion of the Oak Grove Center Plan. Planners from Roanoke County and the City of Roanoke met with students and teachers to solicit input for the plan and gain ideas for involving younger generations in community planning. This collaboration has opened the door for future regional cooperation. My thanks goes out to Philip Thompson and our planning staff for their efforts in bringing so much of the community together to create the Oak Grove Center Plan. Roanoke County's planning studies are team efforts to discover areas for growth and revitalization across major county corridors, and they will be adopted into our 20-year comprehensive plan when finalized. While we explore grant opportunities and other means to achieve our goals, we encourage interested commercial developers to help us advance these ideas sooner rather than later. Other examples of cooperative planning include key transportation initiatives in Roanoke County. Near the Tanglewood area, nearly $30 million in transportation improvements will take place over the next several years to both improve traffic flow and help reduce congestion. Largely 95% of the improvements will be constructed with federal and state funds. Starting construction next year, a project in front of Tanglewood Mall will add a third lane from Ogden Road to the Route 220 southbound ramp, sidewalk, pedestrian crosswalks, bicycle lanes, and a bus shelter. The pedestrian and bicycle accommodations on 419 will connect users to destinations in Roanoke County and the City of Roanoke. Soon, you will also see reconstruction of the 419 and 220 intersection into a divergent diamond interchange with traffic signal changes. This project had unanimous support from the Roanoke Valley Transportation Planning Organization's members. Through persistent efforts of the county's elected officials and staff, and assistance from the Salem District VDOT staff. This project was approved by the Commonwealth Transportation Board this year, and my many thanks goes out to Dr. Ray Smoot, our region's representative on the board, for his support. All of these projects will greatly improve safety, access, and connections along the 419 and 220 corridors. Interstate 81 legislation was signed this year, which provides a dedicated funding source to improve the corridor between Virginia Tech and Botetourt County. In Roanoke County, a critical project to widen the interstate between exits 141 and 143 begins next year. Efforts are currently underway to relieve congestion along Route 460, also known as Challenger Avenue in Roanoke County. We are working with our partners in the city of Roanoke, the town of Vinton, and Botetourt County to improve safety and reduce traffic on the county's fourth highest volume road. A VDOT public information meeting is set for tomorrow at the Berglund Center. The open house will run from 4 to 6 o'clock. I would strongly encourage you to attend and hear firsthand from citizens about the challenges on Route 460. Other partners are helping to develop Explorer Park into a regional destination. Public-private partnerships have helped fuel our success with amenities like Treetop Quest, the park's aerial adventure course that provides a unique and exciting activity for all ages. Overnight stays have become popular as well, with Don's Cabins, Ertz, and camping that offer unique lodging experiences. Blue Mountain Adventures launched river tubing this year, a new and exciting recreational activity praised by the community. Twin Creeks Brewing is now set to reopen the historic Brew Tavern to provide food, craft brews, and a new outdoor venue on the lawn to relax and enjoy entertainment. Illuminates is coming to Explorer Park this holiday season. Roanoke County and the Center in the Square announced a new partnership to host the annual Holiday Light Show at Explorer Park beginning November 29th. Illuminates is a walking tour featuring over 500,000 lights. Visitors can journey at their own pace along a half-mile wooded path filled with displays celebrating nature, adventure, and Christmas traditions. This fall, the Roanoke County also has celebrated the opening of the 235-acre Hinchy Park that connects two of the region's most important recreational assets, our Greenway Network and Carvin's Cove. The park's 2-mile trail connects the Hanging Rock Battlefield Trail with Roanoke City's Carvin's Cove Natural Reserve. The new park provides pedestrians, mountain biking, and equestrian access to more than 60 miles of trails within Carvin's Cove. I applaud Doug Blount and his staff in the Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Department for their hard work that they do to make Roanoke County a destination for exploration. We also continue to explore new and innovative ways of improving citizen and customer service while making it easier to do business with Roanoke County. The county unveiled its new website, which features a modern and responsive design while highlighting our community's natural beauty and its amenities. The Economic Development Department also launched a new website focusing on recruitment, business services, and other programs vital to economic growth. The project also allowed Roanoke County Public Library to redesign its website to showcase its community classes and technology education programs. Our library system continues to excel in the world of education through innovation. The library has stepped into the challenge of providing public access to technology. Roanoke County's public library became the first in the nation to recruit Pepper, the humanoid robot, launching the library system into the national spotlight. Technology education programs for children, adults, and businesses have established our library as a leader in artificial intelligence, robotics, and coding. The Virginia Association of Counties awarded Roanoke Public Library the Best Large County Achievement for its program, Meeting You at Your Wonder. Our county's program has shown more than 7,000 participants the amazing things that can be accomplished through artificial intelligence and coding. In October, The Urban Libraries Council also recognized Roanoke County Public Library as a top innovator among all of the nation's public library systems for its cutting-edge approach to transforming public libraries through the use of artificial intelligence. Director of Library Services, Sherry Henry, and her staff are to be commended for their commitment to promoting lifelong learning through new technology programming for all ages. As you know, technology isn't much without connections. This year, we saw the launch of MountainNet, a new internet service provider for the Bent Mountain community. Working off the Roanoke Valley Broadband Authority's open access network, MountainNet provides high-speed internet service previously unavailable to residents in the rural area of the county. Roanoke County continues to excel in giving citizens access to county data wherever and whenever and wherever that they choose. FloodView applications provides a vast array of public data about floodplains, building values, flood certificates, and flood zone status. Our GIS team earned prestigious awards from the National Association of Counties for its innovative approach to showcase flood-related data in an easy-to-use mobile solution. Roanoke County is also making strides in using technology to enhance public safety throughout the region and earning a Governor's Technology Award for its efforts. Roanoke County and its partners, the City of Roanoke and the City of Salem, have recently integrated the agency's separate 911 systems. This translates into better response times for not only our citizens, but also to surrounding localities. Developments like this are critical in preparing for future next-gen 911 services to assist public safety responders in the field and provide better emergency services to all. Over the past year, continued training was provided to our police officers and Roanoke County Public Schools staff on emergency procedures to further ensure the safety of our students. Technology projects are being implemented to help school staff and police monitor activity in the schools and improve public safety communications. Roanoke County's Communications and Information Technology Department is also working alongside Roanoke County Public Schools on a multi-year plan to bring schools into the Roanoke Valley radio system. This will ensure first responders have uninterrupted radio coverage in all of our schools, a vital part of keeping our schools and children safe. Our thanks goes out to CommIT Director Bill Hunter and his talented staff for ensuring our public safety agencies have the tools they need to protect our students and community. Public safety data and research doesn't just end with the IT department in Roanoke County. This year, Police Chief Howard Hall and Assistant Police Chief Jimmy Chapman were inducted into the Evidence-Based Policing Hall of Fame at George Mason University. They were recognized for implementing innovative approaches to helping persons in mental health crisis. This shows how important research can translate into meaningful changes in the field where it matters most to our citizens. And Roanoke County is working to move public safety into the sky as well through Fire and Rescue's enhanced drone programs that have added thermal imaging that enables personnel to better respond to search and rescue missions, brush fires, and large-scale incidents. Fire and Rescue staff also worked with the National Weather Service and other agencies to earn Roanoke County's Storm Ready designation. Storm Ready is a nationwide program that helps communities take a proactive approach to severe weather preparation. Chief Hall and Chief Simon, you and your staffs should be proud of these accomplishments that ensure the safety and well-being of our community. Through Roanoke County's most recent community survey, we heard that the most important issue over the next 5 years is economic development. And our goal is to position the county for future economic growth. Significant growth we have seen over the past year comes from the redevelopment of vacant and underutilized space. One notable project is Carillion's $30 million investment to create Carillion Children's Facility at Tanglewood Mall. This project will serve as a catalyst for additional future developments in the 419 corridor and bring renewed energy to this area. This investment aligns with the county's strategy to reimagine the 419 corridor by focusing on redevelopment, leveraging transportation improvements, enhancing quality of life, and supporting community health and well-being. We appreciate Nancy Agee and her team for making this possible. Metis Holdings, with the vision of Chris Carey, redeveloped the former Allstate building into a multi-tenant facility in the Oak Grove area. The 165,000 square foot building on Electric Road gained several new tenants, providing a multitude of services to Roanoke County citizens. This represented a $10 million investment and secured more than 500 jobs for Roanoke County and the region. The redevelopment also lies in the heart of the Oak Grove Planning Study Corridor. VFP Incorporated continued to expand its footprint in Roanoke County by moving to the former Cox Communications facility, supporting the redevelopment strategy of the 419 Town Center Plan. That project represents a $5 million investment with the addition of 55 new jobs. Appalachian Power plans to construct a transmission operations center and substation in the Center for Research and Technology. The transmission center will house equipment and employees responsible for monitoring and operating AEP's transmission facilities. Approximately 50 employees will work at that location, which represents a $60 million investment. Projects in the town of Vinton, such as the Billy Bird Apartments and Vineyard Station, continue the trend of repurposing underutilized facilities, breathing new life into the area. The $12 million Billy Bird project transformed the 90-year-old William Byrd High School into a unique 82-unit apartment building. And the future Vineyard Station project promises to bring new dining and business possibilities to the busy corridor. Leveraging public facilities for redevelopment projects is a winning proposition for everyone. These projects and others represent nearly $30 million in new investments for redeveloped facilities within the town of Vinton over the past 5 years, all contributing to a vibrant commercial business district. All totaled, we have announced more than $200 million in new business investment in Roanoke County, bringing more than 800 new jobs to the valley. And our Economic Development Director is actively working on business developments we hope will lead to new possibilities for Roanoke County. And a thank you to our Economic Development Authority for the roles they play in improving economic development. Roanoke County is also focusing on efforts to embrace innovation within the region. The Fralin Biomedical Research Institute is rapidly transforming this region's economy, expanding research and adding to the growing medical services cluster taking shape in Roanoke Valley. We recently heard from Dr. Michael Freelander of Fralin Biomedical Research Institute, who spoke about the impact of the Virginia Tech Carillion enterprise and what impact it will have on our area. The city of Roanoke's planned innovation corridor is expected to have an estimated $460 million regional impact over the next 8 years, while bringing 500 graduate and undergraduate students to the area over the next decade. Connecting the 419 Town Center to the city's innovation corridor will bring opportunities for growth and new development. Long-range strategic planning and targeted investments are generating sustainable results through public property redevelopment, new business creation and expansion, and employment growth. It's a winning combination for the future. I was pleased to see several Roanoke County businesses honored at the Roanoke Regional Chamber's Small Business Award ceremony. Our small businesses and their investments play a vital role in our local economy and to the future prosperity of our community. And we must also reemphasize the significance of our legacy companies that contribute to our economy. These companies demonstrate how a diverse business base gives us a stable economy, and by their longevity, they establish Roanoke County as a place where businesses can thrive for many years and even over generations. Our Economic Development Office continues to expand its involvement with Roanoke County Public Schools to help match local businesses with students through the Registered Apprenticeship Program. This program gives meaningful opportunities to our students, provides trained employees that our businesses need and keeps these students in our community. We are proud of our track record of success and the many partnerships that have led us to where we are today. Roanoke County is open for business and gives a green light to innovations. The state of Roanoke County is solid. Roanoke County is physically conservative, well-managed, and proud of our accomplishments. We have sound financial management policies and practices in place, such as reserve policies, debt limits, and a funded 10-year capital improvement program. Roanoke County's strong bond ratings are a direct result of our excellent financial management practices. We have comparatively low debt and have had a stable real estate tax rate for 13 continuous years. And for the last 2 years, we have reduced the business license tax as well. This responsible stewardship has allowed us to continue meeting the educational needs of our children. Sound policies are in place to support both the operations and the capital needs of our school system. Today, we prepare for the future and wonder how shifting age demographics and a declining enrollment in the county will impact our future schools. The Board of Supervisors has consistently prioritized school funding in our budget process. We will continue to work cooperatively with the schools to provide the education that Roanoke County's children deserve. Look at what we've all accomplished in the past year. We continue on our path to exploring the future and ask the question, where do we go from here? Our strategy includes recruiting new businesses and supporting existing ones, encouraging growth in the innovation economy, supporting our schools to create successful students, and attracting young professionals to our area. The Roanoke Regional Partnership reports employment growth is strong, and we currently enjoy a low 2.2% unemployment rate. And at 2,100 new jobs added to the region, our growth rates exceed Northern Virginia, Richmond, Hampton Roads, Lynchburg, and Blacksburg. Weldon Cooper projects that in 10 years, our county will see a 3.3% increase in population, or approximately 3,100 more citizens. This signifies positive direction going forward and will lead to stronger overall economy. We should also explore how a regional technical education center can better train our up-and-coming workforce to meet employers' needs. Those who do not wish to attend a four-year college may choose to learn a trade to meet local job demand. We must continue to support the Roanoke Regional Partnership's talent attraction efforts to improve the retention rate of high school and college graduates. Let's seek additional ways to connect those students and businesses to one another, to show what each has to offer, and to promote permanency. Retaining employees for longer than 5 years is important for career growth and should be one of our top priorities. U.S. Census figures have shown a decline in the millennial population in big cities. Nearly 30,000 residents between the ages of 25 and 39 left cities such as New York, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. for the suburbs. They are seeking more affordable housing, good-paying jobs, walkable, mixed-use, and interesting environments, all of which we have here in Roanoke County. We continue to look at our own infrastructure. It's a challenge for every local government, for every school system to maintain aging facilities. Capital maintenance and improvement programs are large expenses that require long-term planning. Roanoke County recently conducted an assessment to better understand the present condition of our facilities, which helps us to plan future budgets. Our sound financial policies ensure that our needs can be addressed. And Roanoke County is pursuing a rural broadband availability study as the next step in connecting Roanoke County to the world. The study will identify areas of Roanoke County that do not have access to high-speed internet services. This will prepare the county to make the most of state or federal grant opportunities, public-private partnerships, or other ways to bring high-speed internet service to underserved parts of the county. Look for more details about this study in the coming weeks as we go into 2020. On your tables, you will see the latest Community Strategic Plan annual report. I encourage you to take one with you to read about all the progress Roanoke County has experienced over the last year. We should be very proud of what we have achieved together, and we look forward to what can be achieved in the future. As we conclude today, I'd like to share the words of architect and urban designer Daniel Burnham that are inscribed above the facade of Union Station in Washington, D.C. Make big plans, aim high in hope and work, remembering that a noble diagram, once recorded, will not die, but long after we are gone, be a living thing, asserting itself with ever-growing insistence. This should serve as a reminder to never stop exploring what possibilities lie ahead. Thank you to everyone for coming out this morning to hear about the state of Roanoke County, and I wish you all a blessed Thanksgiving.
Every time I come to one of these events, whether it's State of the County or State of the City, I walk away with a wow moment. And just seeing what we're doing in our community, in our whole region as a whole, that's important. I mean, I'm looking at some of the things that Chairman North talked about. And, you know, I've had the opportunity, we had a member one planning session over at the new library a few weeks ago. Phenomenal. If you haven't been there, get out and visit that library. It's a hub. It's a community hub. All ages go in there. Talking about illuminalights coming in. Where's Jim Sears? I saw Jim a few minutes ago. This is incredible what we're doing. The 419 Project, the Carilion Children's Project, the Ironman. So many things we're doing, folks. We have so much to be proud of in this community, in this valley. We are one region. We will work together. And I started this program that this is our community. We own this community. You as business leaders, local government, the arts, it's our responsibility to have a better community for everyone that lives here. At the end of the day, it's about what we can do to make this community better. And we want to hear from you at the Chamber. We've been working for the past 3 months, the board, on strategic planning, and we want to stay involved, whether it's workforce development, whether it's economic growth, whether it's education, highways, public policy. We want to hear from you. We want to work with our community leaders, with our local government, with the local businesses to continue. Man, we're on a roll. Look around at all the things you saw today. Look at the strategic planning information on your table. I looked at that before we started today. It's great. I want to thank you for excellent updates, Chairman North and Chairman Butzer. I know the Chamber looks forward to working with the county and its school system on important initiatives for the county, the region, and broader business community. You can see this event again on RVTV on Friday, November 22nd at 5:30 and 10 o'clock, and Monday, November 25th at 5:30 and 10 o'clock. It will also be uploaded to the RVTV YouTube channel. Also, save the date. We have our 130th annual meeting of the membership on January 9th at the Hotel Roanoke and Conference Center. And before I thank our sponsors, I'd like our Chamber staff to stand up. We've got a lot of new folks. Take some time to meet these people today, but Chamber staff, please stand up and recognize them. A big round of applause. It's a great event today. You know, at this point, I'd like to thank today's sponsors. These are the people who make things happen in this community. They're building a better community by coming forward. Appalachian Power, Carilion Clinic, Cox Communications, First Citizens Bank, Poe and Crunk Real Estate Group, RGC Resources, Billman Thomas and Battle. There's no way we could have done this event without your support. I want to thank everyone for attending today and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.